Everybody, please meet John Zenin. John Zenin is one of the background characters in Maki Zenin Clan Massacre, and unfortunately he is dead now because, you know, massacre. But he didn't die before the internet could grab a screenshot of his very unique looking face and put it pretty much everywhere. Now, I'm sure you guys are very confused about how I have an entire video on my channel called Who the Hell is John Zenin, and I just want to clarify that it's less about analyzing John Zenin as a character because, you know, he's dead, and it's more about analyzing what John Zenin represents, because you see, at the moment, Jujutsu Kaisen has a lot of content releasing, and that means there is a lot of opinions circulating on the internet. Being the massive property that it is, JJK always gets talked about, but it's talked about even more now that, you know, there's actual new content with JJK Season 3 and with Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo. And what I keep seeing when I go online is, obviously, you know, what the internet likes to push and kind of prioritize in the algorithm the most, which is often complaints and drama. You've seen a lot of people complaining about JJK Season 3, even though it's absolute Goshizono cinema. A lot of people don't like the way it's being adapted, they're complaining about it not being one-to-one. It's just everywhere, it's a whole thing, it's an epidemic. And as much as I don't enjoy the drama at all, even I made a video about, you know, the Twitter drama concerning Maki's Massacre episode, because it was annoying me. And I've kind of looked back on that now and I've gone, the video did well because, you know, it was drama, but I kind of felt bad about just focusing on the negatives. So what I think John Zenin represents in Jujutsu Kaisen that I really want to talk about is just the insanely massive, positive and fun influence that this series has on the world. Like, let's think about the very first episode of JJK Season 3. Naoya Zenin, he pulls up, a lot of the anime-onlys have no idea who this guy is, and he does that hair flick aura thing, bro. Yeah, that was crazy to watch, and I think Goshizono definitely knew what he was doing when he storyboarded that. I think they knew it was going to be a moment that would be talked about, but I don't think any of them could have predicted how insanely viral that one little frame of Naoya flicking his hair went. Oh my god, there has to be like close to hundreds of variations of this image right now. It was everywhere. I mean, it was everywhere. I was seeing it used in things that had nothing to do with JJK. Really cool. It's nice. It's a positive impact on the world. You know, people look at it when they're scrolling and it makes them smile, or at least it makes me smile. And you see variations with your favorite characters. You know, you see a lot of Reagan. You see Roy Mustang. You see Akamura Soga. You even see real people doing it. It's dope. And I think this was such a big thing to happen for the first episode of Season 3, because I think it kind of got the ball rolling for JJK again, you know? Like, JJK was such a massive series, but especially when the manga was originally releasing, and it just generated so many memes, so many edits. Like, it's such a widely appreciated series. So although there's like all this drama and complaints and negativity, which is just a byproduct of it being as, you know, massively popular as it is, I wanted to make a video that will do worse than a drama video, because obviously, you know, like I said, the internet prioritizes drama, but I just wanted to make a video for my own sake, just yapping about how much I appreciate the series and like how amazingly inventive its fandom can be sometimes when you actually look at the fun and positive sides of it. JJK spoilers, by the way. If you're an anime only, this video is probably not for you because there will be spoilers for JJK and Modulo in this video. Let's take this for example, okay? Look at the guy years and years ago, like what, nearly 3 years ago now, the guy who made the meme about Gojo's neck being sliced and then like the internet becoming doctors to figure out if he's really dead or not during the Gojo vs Sukuna fight. Bro, the guy who made that post initially, the other day posted on Twitter saying that he finally got into med school. Is that not crazy? That's great. He actually became a doctor. I don't know, that just made me smile. It's fun to see. And just like every Modulo chapter that comes out, there's a new meme. And there, like, you know, there's no drama, there's no negativity, it's just fun. And everyone appreciates it. Right? There's more slander memes. Back in the day, JJK used to generate like crap tons of like the strongest or nah I'd win or my Heian era technique or just pure slander or pure agenda memes. Bro, look at Dabura now. This guy is a brand new character, yeah? He's been around for only the 21 chapters of Modulo that we have. And already he's become a fan favorite, generating these insane moments. It's another epidemic. I've seen it everywhere. Like, Dabura, I think I've seen an art of him in like all the big shonen universes at this point, and it's just him going, oh, ki? Yeah, I'll have that. Oh, breathing styles, I'll have that. Oh, haki, I'll have that. Oh, even in his own verse, the 6 eyes. Earth's biology is quite advanced. Bro, Geige Akatami has a way of just writing memeable content, and I feel like, especially in the anime, Goshizono has a way of storyboarding it so that it kind of comes through and becomes a meme again. Like, Hikari and Yuji, that's been in the manga for ages, that conversation. conversation, and it wasn't particularly memeable. In the anime, oh my god, bro, when he like picks the cup up casually and just like launches it at Yuji's head, I saw that gif everywhere for like a whole week. Even now, the Karara episode, this whole like, you know, Megami if he didn't beat Karara kind of thing, or the Karara who voted for Hikari meme that I'm seeing everywhere. It makes me smile, it makes me happy, it's nicer than the drama. It's why I like actually consuming JJK social media, you know, because you can kind of brush off the drama and the complaints easily, but this is worth having. I'm so glad I have this. I really like it, and I think it's a very, you know, it's a very good sign. It's a oh god, I'm really yapping here. It kind of puts into perspective how creative and appreciating and grateful the JJK fandom really is when you look past the very vocal minority of people who like to complain and rage bait online. It's just such a creative and talented and hilarious and fun fandom, and I understand, obviously, it's not the only series and it's not the only fandom that creates viral memes. It's not the only series that gets like edits and MMVs and just memes and things like this happening. Like even at the same time as the Naoya one, there was that thing from oh god, what was that mappa Netflix anime called? Kukaguri or something? I don't know, I've butchered that. But the one with the girl just like holding her tits. Bro, I've seen that on JJK. That isn't from JJK, it's just from another series. But again, it's like, it just makes me happy to see it, you know? I get it, it's not the only series that does it, but I'm a JJK YouTuber, I'm a JJK glazer. You know, it kind of makes sense for me to just use JJK as an example. And I realize my yap session here has gone way off topic from John Zenin. But I think John Zenin, when I saw him and when I saw this fan art on Twitter of John Zenin, it got me thinking a bit, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna choose John Zenin to be a representative of the Jujutsu Kaisen fandom's genius, creative, fun, and overly very positive attitude. I love it. It's a great space to be in. Even reading comprehension things is like, okay, the fandom is known for not being able to read and like spouting misinformation about the series, but when you put it into perspective of like how bad things could be, that's a very tame problem to have for a fandom, right? JJK's fandom is dumb. It's stupid. It's annoying and stupid, which is probably why the memes are so funny, is because the people who consume it, a lot of them are stupid, myself included. I make mistakes all the time. I get flamed online all the time, all right? But that's not really a problem. At the end of the day, you're not hurting anyone. You're not really doing anything wrong. And then the memes that get generated about like, honestly, it's like what, chapter 2 of Modulo, when Jabaloma has that panel that immediately got turned into, it's because the concept of reading is meaningless. That's funny. I'm sorry, that's funny. Even when it gets used on me or you, like, it's funny. It's a great thing to have, and I love Jujutsu Kaisen because of the impact it has on, you know, meme culture and just the internet as a whole, because there's, in the world in general, there's so much drama and bullshit going on that I really like being able to, you know, have a look around and see just these like things that make me smile in the day. And I feel like, as someone who obviously is very biased towards JJK, because, you know, I'm a JJK content creator, this series literally changed my life. It makes me like very, very grateful, you know? So I thought I would just yap a bit about how much I really appreciate just the insane meme culture and influence and art and the talents of the fandom. I mean, I'll use another example, right? Ninjaristic Ninja. Everyone knows that name. But bro, that dude single-handedly managed to delude a lot of the fandom into believing that Hikari's cursed energy was going to be green because of an MMV edit that he made. Like, is that not crazy? Obviously, it's not his fault. I feel bad for him because he was apologizing online. Like, bro, you have nothing to apologize for. He was just so talented and became such an, like, immensely iconic part of, you know, the JJK space that people just kind of naturally started to assume that Hikari's cursed energy was green, and it created discourse when it was actually blue. And as much as I find it hilarious seeing Gambler getting cooked for this, like, I agree green looks better on Hikari. There was no reason for us to think that it should have been, you know, green instead of blue. But I love the fact that people's minds can be, you know, deluded like that simply because of one incredible MMV. When you look at it like that, it doesn't, you know, look like such a bad thing. It just looks silly and goofy, and I love it. Like, here, Toji's insane, like, hype moments and aura shot just got turned into fucking Family Guy. That's funny. No? I don't know. I think it's funny. Like, look at this person literally pulling the Naoya pose. That's a real life human being that made a whole ass, like, time lapse of them cooking in the kitchen doing this pose. That's passion. That's dedication. I don't know. I'm definitely yapping at this point, but I love it. Every week, every new episode, there's a new meme format. Even if it's slander, even if it's agenda, if it's funny, it's funny. And I think I really just appreciate the creativity that people have. And I love seeing JJK still having this influence. I don't don't know, I think it's like, it's such a nice thing. And although this video is gonna do absolute trash, it's gonna do so bad because it's not drama, because it's full of positivity and me just appreciating the insanely creative side of the fandom, which doesn't do well online. You know, people don't want to see that. The algorithm doesn't want that. So I know this video will stink compared to like when I cover drama, but I want to make it anyway because I feel like I owe the series that much, and I feel like I would be sacrificing my integrity as a creator if I didn't talk about it knowing that I want to, because yeah, I don't know, I feel like the JJK fandom as a whole is like, it is a really nice place. So yeah, I don't know, I don't really think I have much more to yap about on it. I just wanted to show my appreciation for this series. I think Gosso's doing a great job. I'm loving the weekly season 3 experience, especially with just like all the memes that come after it. This is actually exactly why I want Gojo vs Sukuna to be weekly episodes instead of a movie. I think just we can get like weeks of this, like 4 or 5 weeks of just this experience with Gojo vs Sukuna, but each to their own, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm about done. But that is, ladies and gentlemen, what I believe John Zenin represents. I think John Zenin should become a symbol, just like All Might. I want John Zenin to represent everything that the JJK fandom is really, really good at. Holy Yapfest. Goddamn. I don't know how I'm even going to edit this video, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe to try and push the video so people will see it. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to spread some positivity. I did this completely unscripted, as you can probably tell by my insane yappage, but yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to show my appreciation, which I think I've said about 7 times now, so I'll just go away. But yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, innit? Shout out all the artists featured in this video. Everyone go check out Ninjaristic Ninja, who is a massive influence on the JJK fandom. And obviously, you know, like and subscribe, like I said. Also, read Modulo. It's amazing. It's so good. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit.